Light is invisible until reflected. It travels at its speed outward. On Earth, reflected light captures what is happening in the moment of now and bounces it out in a constant projection towards what we call the sky and space. This instant is transported as it was, outward in all directions, towards infinity. My now is immortalized between the moment before and after. Although it may be inconceivable, people in an office tower may see my now reflected a fraction of a second later than it happened. The farther you are away from the origin reflection, the greater the delay between it happening and it being seen. As an example, if we traveled one light day away from Earth and pointed our telescopes back, we would see yesterday unfolding exactly as it did. If we continued our journey away, we would see the reflection of last week, last month, and last year. By changing our speed, the view back to Earth would speed up and display time sped up or slowed down, forward or backwards, like watching a live stream with DVR playback controls in forward or reverse. We would literally be riding forward or reverse along the timeline of existence as we travel along a light beam away from Earth. Almost, but never quite matching light speed. Watching the past in almost real time. If we could travel at the speed of light, we would see nothing. All reflections of time, of existence, would stop. Whatever moment in time we perceived at the instant we matched the speed of light would be the only thing we could see or perceive behind us on our path. Nothing past that moment would catch up to us. Earth would freeze in that moment. It would never change again from our perspective. Time would stand still. We would still be moving outward, but blind. We could not see forward, and behind us would never change. We would be frozen. At some point, we would most likely crash into something the light hits. We would die instantly with no warning, and to us it would seem to have happened in the moment we hit light speed. The trip would be a failure, over in less than a frozen moment that might have lasted centuries, depending on your perspective. It may last forever if it never hits an endpoint. Somewhere out in this universe is a light beam that started its journey at the beginning of light first, being reflected from Earth's beginning, still making its way past all obstacles. It hasn't yet crashed and burned on a planet in its line of sight. It contains in its stream the history of our time, and if and when it reaches an eye, they will see a complete history of the Earth in real time like a show. A multi-million-year projection of Earth from the start. Nothing exists beyond the reach of light. Time does not exist until it does. Imagine existing in a black void beyond any light reflections. Time does not advance because there is no light. All of a sudden, bam, a light beam that has been traveling at its speed for millennia finally reaches you. For the first time, your existence now has a history. Time begins, and in an instant, your planet can detect change. A moment ago now exists. Things can happen. You reflect outwards. Welcome to our universe. Your recorded history starts in the beam of light you now project. I'm happy for you, although from my perspective, seeing your light appear to me, this happened millennia ago. Back at ya.